Osiris here, stuck in the middle. I'm watching this performance on the Grammys, and it looks powerful. I mean, visually, it looks great. Looks like people are demanding something of Joe Biden, and my mind is open to that being a reality, but I'm not there. You look at the preparation that went into the performance. Aesthetically, it looks amazing. The choreography, the presentation is one of the crispest, best I've ever seen. Um, we cannot let the aesthetics, though, distract us from thinking critically. Lies. They purported this performance as a call for justice. The definition of justice is the quality of being just, fairness, the principle of moral rightness, decency. I just did an upload called Black Lives Matter is Cringe. In that video, I stated that Black Lives Matter as an organization and the people who are out there just using the term have a warped sense of the word justice. So they're using the word black as in using black skin as a just cause, like this is good for black people. And they use the word justice. Who doesn't like justice? Who doesn't think justice isn't fair? Who doesn't think a cause helping black people, if you have nothing but positivity and love in your heart, who thinks that's a bad thing? So they're using this. This is informational warfare techniques. They're using terms that on their face sound wonderful, but they're not living up to. They're not living up to the pledge of making things better or fighting for Black lives. And they're not living up to the definition of the word justice. Here's the depiction of the Rayshard Brooks shooting before Lil Baby's, as the intro to Lil Baby's video.
When I was growing up, I was taught in American history books that Africa had no history, and neither did I. That I was a savage, about whom the less said the better, who had been saved by Europe and brought to America. And of course, I believed it. I didn't have much choice.
We have body cam. We know what happened. What you see there is just a what you see there is just a flat out lie. Rayshard Brooks fell asleep in a Wendy's drive-thru. Police came to get him out of there. Brooks took a breathalyzer. He was well above the legal limit, and the police were professional the whole time. They decided to arrest him because he was way above the legal limit. Doing their job. Now, there are systemic things that might have led Rayshard Brooks or someone like Rayshard Brooks into these tough moments. That's not the role of the police. The role of the police is to protect us, me, you, your family, me, my family, our loved ones, and fellow citizens from someone making a mistake, a dangerous mistake like Rayshard Brooks. I'm grateful that we have police to do that. Obviously, that message wasn't portrayed during the Grammys. They pull him to the ground, and Rayshard Brooks started fighting with them. Not a little bit of fighting. He's struggling, wrestling, throwing punches, and steals a taser from one of the police. He runs away, then turns around and points the taser back at the closest officer. Then the closest officer fires 3 times, fatally wounding Rayshard Brooks. I am not saying Rayshard Brooks deserved to die. I'm just saying I deserve the truth. I'm just saying you deserve the truth. I'm just saying that if you want justice, you have to have the truth. I'm just saying when I talk to my 2 little boys about things like this, when we're going to have those conversations, it will be with the truth. It won't be with these lies. Why am I watching somebody depicting Black people burning down their own community over this? Burning down businesses in their own community over this? Comment, please. Tell me if I'm out of line. If you agree with me, please let me know. And if you think that I am whatever word under the book for saying this, help me understand. I always leave room to be wrong. Some might say they just shortened it and left some things out. Basically, that's what happened. and some people would call it a misrepresentation. If I put this picture up as my online profile, and then I come to the door showing up looking like this, are you going to say that's a misrepresentation or just a damn lie? Why does lying matter? That does not align with the definition of justice. Therefore, I don't agree that the goal is justice. The goal is actually injustice, consciously, knowingly injustice, meaning they can knowingly lie about what happened because it's for a good cause. I think it's well established that clip is a lie. And I'm disappointed in Killer Mike and being a part of it. I think very highly of him. Lil Baby is growing on me. I think he's talented. I like a lot. I like his presence. I like Lil Baby. But Killer Mike, I've been listening to Killer Mike for a long time. And he got up with LP and Run the Jewels. I'm disappointed that he got wrapped up in this. He's a smart guy. He's better than this. So I established it was a flat out lie. So why does it matter? Why would they lie? Why would the establishment be backing an anti-establishment organization and movement? I think it's because wouldn't you rather control your dissent than ignore your consent? So you know that Kamala Harris was promoting raising bail to get people out who got arrested during the protests. That's keeping people who actually want to overthrow you under your control. And I go back and look at how Black Americans tie themselves to the Democratic Party. It is unlike any other voting group in our country.
Well, then let's take a look at the exit polls from the last 4 elections from 2016 to 2004. Other groups never, ever, ever play their part. But look at who always stays loyal. It doesn't matter how far back you go. We stay loyal, and that's the problem. Because while you're always playing your part for the greater good of everyone else, everybody else is playing for their own interest.
Year after year after year after year, Black Americans vote Democrat from the local level all the way up. Who are you rebelling against? All this structure of the police? There's Democrats all throughout this structure. Notice you didn't see any anti-Democratic Party position in the video. Lil Baby in the song The Big Picture has a line where he says, I can't lie like I don't rap about killing and dope, but I'm telling my youngins to vote. So why would the establishment support this madness? Well, they've co-opted our culture. They've co-opted hip hop. They're telling the youngest to vote. Well, Lil Baby isn't talking about voting third party. He's not talking about voting Green Party. He's not talking about thinking critically. He's not talking about researching libertarianism. He's not talking about voting Republican. He's talking about voting Democrat. He's a useful tool. And I don't know him. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's what you are. If you're not thinking independently. Lies, lies, and more lies, and no one says anything. At what point are we going to say, well, we want to improve the relationship between Black Americans and the police, but we have to tell a true story, right? As Lil Baby said it in the same song, it's bigger than black and white. We just some products of our environment. That was a powerful line. Then why isn't the song about demanding Joe Biden to make improvements in our educational environment, our living environment? Not along racial lines, because he said it's bigger than black or white, along class. So if you're white, black, whatever you are, you're uplifted. You have a chance. You're not given anything, but you have a chance. Rayshard Brooks, maybe he would have a chance. Why don't we talk about that? Doesn't make for a cute video. If it's truly bigger than black or white, then I would challenge Lil Baby and anybody out there to avoid association with a group that has the color of somebody's skin in their title as their slogan. I would challenge everyone to avoid associating themselves with liars. I would challenge everyone to demand change that's more deep than the police. There's an old saying that the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you. So if your revolution is brought to you by the Grammys live on CBS, you need a new revolution. Take care.
This poor heart of mine still feel I can find a love to call my own. I gave him good love, made him feel like a man. Now I need someone new and I want someone like you. Come and rescue me. I know one day he'll come for me. He will. Come and save me. And I'm waiting, oh, he ain't gotta be no gangster. He ain't gotta be no baller. 'Cause baby, if we're struggling, I'll ride with you till we rise. You for me and me for you, and a simple kind of love life I've always dreamed of. Come and rescue me. And I know one day he'll come for me. He will. Come and save me. I'm waiting, oh, for someone to come into my life and truly rescue me from the pain that others selfishly have left with me. I need loving, but the love, baby, if you're out there, holler back for someone to come into my life and truly